Hi, today we have a topic which is beneficial for professionals. Uh, most of us are preparing CV, right? So we have a topic today, how to prepare a resume. It's I would like to share some step-by-step guide crafting a job-winning resume. Okay. My name is Mohammed Sharif, your professional coach. So let's have a look. What is a resume? A resume, you can see a formal document which can summarize your education, your work experience, your skill and achievements, and what is the goal to get on interview. Why is a good resume important? Everyone know that resume is the first document that will help you to get into a job, right? So the first most important thing, why a good resume is important. It's a first impression gives for the employers, the interviewers, by looking into your resume. It will help you stand out in a competitive market. Also, it opens doors to your interviews. Like wherever you are sending a resume, so most of the interviewers or employers never go through all of the pages of your resume, right? So in the first look, they have to get the impression so that it will get you to the interviews. Okay. So what are the key sections of the resume? Each resume should have a header, right? Then there will be an objective or summary, and there will be education. Then it comes work experience. Then you can add skills in. Then you can add certifications or projects, what you have done, what are the certifications you have done. Then optional, you can add some like activities, what are the hobbies, what are the languages you are aware. These are the things we can use. This is just a section, just summarize of the resume. Let's see. What are the header? The header includes your name, your phone number, the professional email, and a LinkedIn profile also you can add in the header. So header is why header is important. They the first look at they can see what is the information that you have to keep on. What are the things that you have to be highlighted that you can put in the header. Then an objective or summary. After the header, the objective can be added based on your experience or what is the stages that you have professionally. Some are freshers, some will be professional experience candidate. So as a fresher, you can put an objective like seeking a challenge role in a growth-oriented company to apply my technical and analytical skills. As a fresher, you can put it like this. And you can add more things also by putting any, if you have done any trainings or something, you can add also the objective area. So whenever it comes to an experienced guy, you have to mention your total experience. So you can like result-driven professional with 5+ years of experience in digital strategy. Like you have to mention the specific which area you have the experience that you have to mention. This is a 5+ years experience in a digital strategy, content creation, and campaign. See, this summary, this objective or summary will highlight the interviewer or employer that how many years of experience you have. There will be some criteria for year of experience. As my experience in our industries like oil and gas industries, there are some guidelines for hiring the professionals. Each position should have minimum a criteria of experience. So as a company, they will have some criteria that the candidate must have this much of years experience. So whenever you're putting it in your summary, So it can easily identify that how much years you have, and it will be an advantage that the CV gets shortlisted based on this summary. So it's very important that the interviewer or employer have to identify or to know that in the first look of your CV, they can identify what is your experience, right? So then you can add education. See, each position should have a criteria of education. They have a baseline that what is the minimum, what should be the minimum experience for the hiring candidate. So if you are qualifying and but you are not mentioning your education in the first pages of the resume, it will be chances of missing your chance. So if it, you have mentioned it is there degree, you have what is the institution name, what is the graduation year, which is a graduation year, relevant coursework, which are the course or additional certification after that we have to mention in the education area, and what is the maximum GPA that you have read in your last education stream. So if it is higher, if you have a good gold medalist or something, you have to mention that in the education area. Then is the base important area that we have to be in the resume, that is work experience. In the work experience, there is whenever you are applying a position, they will have some JDs they have mentioned. JD means job descriptions. So these job description, it has mentioned that this candidate should have this much of experience, the area that he have expertise. So your CV must have these informations. It must highlight that these experience are matching with your JD of the position that you are applying. So job title you have to mention, then company name. Which are the company you have experience in your previous assignments, the company name, then date of employment. Because the date of employment must be there because it can help to calculate how much experience do you have. So the date of employment is very important, and your experience letters must match this date of employment. Whenever you are putting the date of employment, it must match with the experience letter that you are attaching as a supplementary or supporting document with your resume. So it is very important, that date of employment. Then what are the responsibilities and achievement that you have done in your previous work experience? So this responsibilities is a key highlight that you have to mention based on the JDs they have put a criteria for the hiring the job. Then use action verbs like you have led or developed or improved. What are the area of expertise that you have done in the previous work experience that you have to mention in this section of work experience. Then the next section is skills. The skill means this is a technical skill that we have acquired in the previous experience. Like you have some added, certifications for what are the area of skills that require for your position. Like technical skill like Python, Excel, Photoshop, or some like softwares. In my cases, there are multiple softwares which can help for designing of plant equipments that like AutoCADs in some Primavera or planning systems, and some soft skills like communication, leadership, or teamwork. These skills also, it's added. Your skills will highlight the CV and it will help to shortlist your CV. That so in the skills section, you have two maximum. You can add these type of soft skills, technical skills, and also what are the trainings you have attended. These all things you can add in the skill section. Then the certifications or projects. What are the certifications you have done? What are the projects you have taken your positions? These all things you have to mention. this section. Describe the projects with results of impact. What are the types of project you have handled? What are the impacts you have made on that? That you can mention in the certification or project section. And this, I would like to share with you one tips for a great resume you should have. Because a great resume will be a, if you are putting these things, these important things in your CV, it will be very sure that your CV will be shortlisted. So you have to maintain only 1 or 2 pages for a CV, not to be very large CV by putting all the skills and skills. It should be short. Your CV maximum 2 pages, and you have to use a professional font for all the slides or all the pages. You have to mention special fonts. Like normally Calibri, your Arial is better to put in the resume. And some you have to make sure that no grammar or spelling errors in your CV. Then like customize for each job. You have to customize your CV, what position you are applying for. That is very important. And you have to save and send as PDF. Always send your resume in PDF format. Don't send in Word format, which is editable. Okay, it will also highlight or say advantage for you to maintain this. And what are the do's and don'ts? You have to make sure whenever you are doing the making the resume. Always tailor your resume. Okay. Then you have to quantify achievements. What are the achievements you have done? That you have to quantify and put in your resume. Your format should be very clean, not to be filled with most of the thing. Don't make it as like feel like you have to be the CV must be clean and for clean format. Okay? And what you don't have to, you don't have to put any roles or any highlights which you have not done. Don't lie with your resume. It will make you problem. You will put in your into the problem when you are attending the interview, because they will ask this question, and you, if you don't know, it will be a negative impact on your interview. Or don't use a passive language. Okay. Don't include unnecessary personal info. Okay. You have to exclude these things. And in the conclusion, we have to make sure that resume is your first step to landing a job. It's a first step. If the resume is shortlisted, you have 80% chance to attend the interview. Okay. So the resume is very important, and it's the first step to landing a job. Keep it clean, relevant, and professional. Your resume must be professional, clean, as we discussed in the earlier slides. And the final thing is update and tailor it regularly. Your CV must be updated based on your experience. What are the things or the relevant things you have to add? It must be there, and it should be updated. Okay, that is the conclusion of the topic. And if you have any questions, let me know your questions. Thank you very much.